who says there's no genocide in Nigeria. That's the reason why you should listen to the other analysis from the angle of Christian genocide to Nnamdi Kanu's appearance in court today. There is genocide going on in Nigeria. You will see how the Reverend Father from Mid-Belt was reacting to the list of victims of Christian genocide that went on and on in the middle belt of Nigerian northern Nigeria. The clergy actually lamented how many people that lost their lives over the years. Those victims are Christians, they are not Muslims. In their large number, you could see the manifesto pasted on the wall over there, numbering in their thousands, and that was not the only one ever. I'm telling you, many people, many Christians were killed and maimed over the years in Nigeria here, under the watch of APC administration, which is why America is saying that this is a terrorist government. I don't blame Americans. Just watch, just watch.
If my government is denying genocide, what will they say about this? United Nations, European Union, take note. This is the genocide of people that were killed on the fateful day of 7 March 2010, massacre at Dogona Hawa Plateau State. Names of big victims that were killed. Machineries were brought from Niger Republic. They were brought from Chad. They were brought from Burkina Faso, Senegal. They were hired into the nation. They mix up with those from Maiduguri. That's a Muslim state. Also from Gombe, Muslim state. In fact, they trooped into this place, Bauchi. This is the route that they took. By about midnight, they invaded this village. We are living peacefully in this Dogona Hawa. These are the victims of massacre. Dabo Bitrus, Chuan Bitrus, John Nash Ren, Ngoisa Danjuma, all they are under the grave. Karos Nash, Lydia E. Danjuma. See the name. 100 is moving to 66. Ended by Israel Simon, Lydia Bulus Juan, Da Labi Dung. And look at this place too. Dadung, Dagong Dung, Justina Gang, Sani, Pam, Victor Pam. To summarize, to go down to 126. Ran top with Ungoti Tigom. We move also to 127. Dan Juma Gob, Victoria Zang, Test Crooks. You have been looking for facts. Look at facts. To prove Nigeria government are biggest liar. If they touch them, they will say Muslims are also killed. By who? By Muslim terrorists. After they have eliminated Christian from Katsina, from Zamfara, from Borno, what next? Then the Christian that escaped from the far north, Sokoto, they were able to locate and come back to Plateau State. And they moved down to the south. They escaped their life. Now, the rural villages of Sokoto, Muslim state, Katsina, Muslim state, if you find a Christian, is in the town, the city, headquarters of the state. That's where there's security. But in the villages, Boko Haram have taken over the villages. Once you're a Christian, you can only be a Christian by serving them as slaves in the local government. Look at what has happened to 189. Look at this monument. It's a memory.
Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching from. Subscribe from my YouTube channel, Ojukwu Media Communication. Nnamdi Kanu is seen to have appeared in the court today, being the 3rd of November 2025, and represented by his legal advisor, Barrister Njoku. Barrister Njoku has made his sense clear, and the other legal team supporting or soliciting for Nnamdi Kanu's release in this month of November. They actually confronted the mistake, the Supreme Court, based on the mistake they made in the past. Supreme Court shouldn't have referred this case to appeal court after actually found out nothing against the young man. The innocent Biafran did not commit crime based on what the Supreme Court said. The way, the manner they brought him into Nigeria contraption is still remain reasons why he should be freed. He should have been freed since. That's what Barrister Njoku is saying. One of his legal advisors, that Kanu's illegal rendition from Kenya made it impossible for Supreme Court of Nigeria to find Nnamdi Kanu culpable of any crime. They should have allowed him go since. They should have let go. Currently, he's exonerated. Today, it is too obvious that Nigerian government is just holding hostage an innocent man illegally like that. Simple because of the extraction from where he comes from. Simple because of the fact that Kanu does not want problem. He has not violated any law. He was not agitating with weapons, machete, guns, and so on and so forth. Kanu was busy doing his agitation business without hurting anybody. It is too obvious that Nigerian nation has committed crime against humanity, against Nnamdi Kanu, who is overdue for huge amount of compensation. Yes, for violating his both human rights, fundamental human rights, and his personality, his body, the kind of corporal punishment he was subjected to since 2021 till date. In a space of almost 60 months, Kanu has been brought, from Nairobi, Kenya, into the SS facilities, and he was, handcuffed, bullied, maimed, kicked, given all manners of physical torture, and that is what actually indicated Nigeria as a criminal country. A kidnapping country is Nigeria. They are supposed to abduct him back, export him into Nairobi, Kenya. And that is how law should follow it. If Kanu is free today, they are going to export him back into where they imported him from. That's Nairobi, Kenya. Kanu has been rough-handled, manhandled, bullied by Nigerian DSS over the years. And yet he has not changed the tune of his music. He has been dancing and dancing towards what? Emancipation of the Prince of Africa, Biafran nation. And I'm telling you that this time around it's too obvious. Like today, Kanu is supposed to be in the court, and it's obvious he was there, and the argument was heating up, and we are seeing him victorious. Nigeria is trapped in a trap set by Muhammad Buhari administration. And right now, the current administration is gasping for breath because international communities are all around and after the man in charge of this current regime. Fire of Biafra agitation is raging. It started raging many years ago. Many years back, just barely some months into Muhammad Buhari administration. Since 2015, Kanu was on it. attacking legally Nigerian government, tackling them to allow the Igbos to go until they committed the worst crime against humanity June 2021 when Kanu was illegally renditioned from Nairobi, Kenya into Nigeria. This is another case of man's inhumanity against his fellow man. Hostilities and animosities against Nnamdi Kanu since 2021 has actually spelled out Biafra as a sovereign nation overdue for freedom, liberation, and independence. It is the high time the Igbos should take it upon themselves to go home to organize themselves, because Biafra is coming on alarming rates. Emergence of Biafra is the utmost aspiration of every Igbo man on the street of Lagos, Abuja, and other, states of the Federation. Kanu must come out. Kanu must go free. Kanu must be released. Kanu's liberation, liberty, freedom is much, much paramount in our minds. And everybody is looking towards the very day that Kanu will be exported into where they imported him from. And that country, Kenya, is holding Nigeria at the Jugula. Yes, Jugula. It's holding Nigeria at Jugula because Nigeria actually discredited their law, the constitution over there, paid some persons who bundled Kanu back into Nigeria here, just for sake of thuggery. A government of that very year, under the watch of Muhammad Buhari, is a government of thuggery, is a government of travesty of justice, is a government of, let me say, nepotism and favoritism, is a government that is bent on religious bigotry, is a government that has actually watched while tribal antagonism going on across Nigeria against the Igbo man. It is the high time that they should allow Kanu to go. Kanu should go and take care of his family. He will start from where he stops. It is making it more actualized, realized of Biafra agitation each and every time he goes to the court. And I tell you, every breaking of new day, Biafra is approaching on alarming rates. On a very serious alarming rate, swift velocity. I'm telling you, speed is coming. Look at it, it's coming. A candlelight on the mountain top that is gonna illuminate the entire African continent is Biafra. We are getting it, and we are marching towards there. Just that a lion is down in the jungle, roaring, and all the lowest animals are brought down on the floor of the forest or jungle. The likes of the apes, the likes of the snakes, the likes of all the animalistic haters in Nigeria. The jungle we are talking about is the zoo, Federal Republic of Zoo. The animals we are talking about are the bloody politicians in Nigeria that are politicking wicked, cruelty, animosities everywhere. Nigerians are eating sands and grasses. They don't care. And they expect Igbo man to accept the fact, defeat. No, we are not defeated. The war of 1967 ended in 1970 with no victor, no victim. Nobody is pronounced victorious. Igbo man keep on retreating, defending, retreating, and we actually defended well at the axis of Abagana, Oyago Abagana, Anambra State, where Nigerian military forces lost over 315 heavy military trucks, leaving pyramids of expended hatched ammunition at Oyago Abagana. And that has actually indicated how superior, how powerful, how militarily, the Biafrans are superior over Nigerian military forces from 1967 down to 1970. It is truly indeed a history in making. The Making of an African Legend is another book that has surprised and shocked mankind, authored by Frederick Forsyth of United Kingdom, a good friend of the warlord, Biafran warlord, Chukwu Emeke Dim Ojukwu. Forsyth, the author of the soldiers, the author of the making of an African legend, the author of Days of Jakar. Wow, he has said it all. No victim, nobody was defeated. Because of the kind of resilience and devotion the Igbos, only one tribe in Nigeria, has given to their determination to make sure that Biafra is sustained, not blotted out of book of history. It's archived properly in a annal of history. That the war lasted for 36 months and Nigeria ran away. Nigeria absconded because actually they know that the Igbo man is not coward. The cowards are the Fulani Janjaweeds and all the accolades and the, attributes that fought Biafrans during the war. And Biafra resisted every incursion, invasion by the Fulani Janjaweeds led soldiers. And here we are today. I'm telling you that Biafra is a blessed land, the land of the rising sun, the southeastern Nigeria. We still remain the strongest. When you talk about our tribe across African continent, the Igbo man has traveled by and large, far and near, Middle East Europe, Far East Asia, Western Europe, and even America continent, both Northern and Southern America. They are everywhere. They are gaining experience, and never you try to ask a Haitian or Trinidad and Tobago black, where are you from? Or even Jamaica, where are you from? Or what is your nationality? Because they are going to question you back. Have you not heard that I'm an Igbo man living in Jamaica, Haiti, and the Tobago, even Barbados and the Belize? Igbo Kanu, yeah, Igbo Kanu, the greatest tribe on the continent of Africa. Nnamdi Kanu is free. Today, the process of releasing Kanu on course. Kanu is going free. Nigeria must pay incentives. Kanu ekwekwenenetava peanuts. If they don't pay hugely for this crime committed against you, don't accept any peanut. Leave Nigeria to die out of ignorance. God bless you all.